Let's talk now about the nation's longest running government shutdown, a closure that could be coming to an end soon.
Our NBC5 Chicago investigative team has been looking into what compensation there could be for taxpayers once it does end. Our investigative reporter Chuck Goudie joining us now in studio tonight with that. Chuck?
Allison, Stephan, even though it appears the end is near for this longest ever shutdown, it will take days at best for the government to get going and things to return to whatever normal is. It's already 41 days that taxpayers have been funding a government that isn't operating for the most part. So tonight, the question for many Americans may be, what can they expect in the way of a tax credit in April or a check from the government for services not rendered? After 41 days of taxpayers not getting what they paid for, they shouldn't expect consideration from Congress, according to the lessons of history. This same Congress that created the closure has never compensated Americans for a shutdown. And federal tax experts tonight tell us not to expect a check in the mail after this one or some kind of tax credit.
There's not a expectation that there'll be some extra sort of boost or compensation for any delays. I think that's consistent across government function.
Alex Murashanu is a senior policy analyst at the independent nonprofit tax foundation in Washington, aimed at improving U.S. tax policy. But you don't have to be a tax expert to know that if you pay for a pizza and it never shows up, you're entitled to your money back. You pay for a plane ticket and the airline doesn't get you to your destination, you're compensated. But if you pay for the government to simply stay open and it doesn't, nothing requires a refund.
There is a lot of validity for frustration. Part of the reason why you have shutdown and policy problems in Washington is high deficits, and having this added compensation for the issues during the shutdown, that would be sort of fiscally irresponsible.
And we're going to be opening up our country.
And that return to status quo is apparently supposed to be enough compensation for taxpayers and flight schedules returning to the usual delays. But the congressional plan to end the shutdown and reopen isn't solving the health care funding issues that caused a partisan logjam in the first place. And we may have to buckle up again very soon.
I think we'll end up having to go through another rigmarole to extend government funding again in a few months.
For now, thousands of federal workers and federal aid recipients are among those who just want the shutdown to end. With the Senate vote underway, it could go to the House of Representatives when members return by Wednesday. If the reopen bill passes the House, President Trump has said he'll sign it, and then comes the tenuous process of reopening. So this is still down the road.
And how long does it take to reopen? Days, weeks, months?
Not weeks or months, but definitely days.